In this video, we will be talking about marine microbes. Most of the microbes shown on this channel are freshwater microorganisms. I collect these organisms from freshwater habitats and thin films of water on moss and soil. However, there are also marine microbes. These microbes live in saltwater habitats such as marine algae and beach sand. A few weeks before the release date of this video, I was able to collect some samples from a beach, and I put them under the microscope to observe the marine microbes that inhabit them. The first creature that I saw is this marine isopod. Isopods inhabit a wide variety of freshwater, marine, and even terrestrial habitats. However, I have not been able to find isopods in freshwater before. Isopods have small compound eyes made of smaller visual units. Next, we have this marine copepod. Like isopods, copepods inhabit a wide variety of freshwater and marine habitats. Here is what the beach sand itself looks like under the microscope. Next up, here is some marine algae. Like freshwater algae shown on this channel previously, marine algae produces its own nutrients through photosynthesis, and it produces oxygen in the process. It also serves as a food source for other microorganisms. Most of Earth's oxygen is produced by marine algae such as green algae and diatoms. I was also able to find this crustacean known as an ostracod. Ostracods are tiny crustaceans which inhabit a wide variety of freshwater and marine habitats. However, I have not been able to film any ostracod using the SW380T microscope before. But this doesn't mean that this is the first time I ever find ostracods, because I was able to film them with a USB microscope in the past. Here is what the footage looked like. Ostracods have a dark shell, but their eyes can be clearly seen using dark field illumination. I also found this nucleus. However, I am not certain of its identification. It could be a copepod nucleus or a barnacle's nucleus. This worm crawling between the sand grains and algae is known as a marine nematode. Nematodes live in a wide variety of freshwater and saltwater habitats. Marine nematodes generally live their lives attached to marine algae or in the beach sand. Here is how some crustaceans look like when filmed through a phone camera. Here is what they look like under the microscope. My guess is that these are copepods. However, they don't look like the copepod shown earlier. This could be because they are a different type or they are in a different stage of their life cycle. This is a marine flatworm. Aquatic flatworms live in both saltwater and freshwater habitats. However, there are also flatworms which live in moist areas on land. Something interesting happened in some marine samples such as this one. This sample contains plenty of algae for ciliates to inhabit. Also, the algae is being decomposed by bacteria, which means that there is plenty of available food for the ciliates, which makes this sample an ideal habitat for them. So the ciliates multiplied rapidly in this sample, causing their population to explode. I also saw this marine rotifer. It likely belongs to a class Monogononta. This is a marine gastrotrick. Gastrotricks are tiny animals which inhabit both freshwater and marine environments. And lastly, we have some marine ciliates like this one, which crawls between the sand grains like a worm. And that's the end of our video. Bye, see you next time.